Did you know Dispatch was on the verge of being cancelled? When it comes to the development cycle of Dispatch, it was insane. Adhoc nearly went bankrupt during the 7-year-long development process of the game. If you guys don't know, Adhoc Studios was founded back in 2018 and it was made by former staff who used to work at Ubisoft and Telltale. Dispatch was always going to be their first project, but it was originally envisioned as an interactive live-action TV show instead of an interactive animated game, and it was going to have a completely different plot altogether. However, the pandemic hit and it shut down production, so Dispatch was shelved for years. While Dispatch was collecting dust, Adhoc was hired to help on The Wolf Among Us 2, and this partnership with Telltale eventually cut when Telltale shut down. After that, Adhoc decided to unshelve Dispatch and turned it into an animated game instead of an interactive live-action show. And so the Dispatch minigame was born after this shift. Adhoc did have private funding for Dispatch and their studio, but that was pulled at a point when the industry started going through a bunch of layoffs, and Adhoc was at risk of closure for about a year after this. However, Critical Role came and took a chance and saved Adhoc and partnered with them to publish and help fund Dispatch. The directors saw the game as their make or break moment. Many people on the development team expected this game to be their final ever project in the gaming industry due to the immense pressure for this to be good, and Dispatch is their first game after 7 years of work. And to those of you saying Invisigal is a knockoff version of Vi, you heard wrong. Invisigal was fully designed long before Arcane came out. And as you can see on the game cover, Royd was originally part of the Z team. And to those of you wondering why Dispatch is not on Xbox, it's due to money issues. Even with Critical Role funding the game, Dispatch's budget was tight, so that led to the decision to skip an Xbox release to focus on the two most popular systems, PS5 and PC. Money was so tight, the Dispatch directors didn't take a check for months to make sure their team got paid. It was a small studio at the time with around 30 workers. Thankfully, Dispatch was a huge success and it's one of the highest rated games of the year. And now Adhoc has a healthy relationship with Critical Role, and they're making another game with them set in Exandria, and they're now considering a season 2 of Dispatch. Dispatch is something special. It's all about a hero wondering if they'll be a hero again, made by a bunch of developers who thought the worst, thinking this will be their final game in the industry, and the music was made by an artist unsure if she'll ever make music again. Dispatch was all about redemption and giving second chances, and I'm glad the game is now a huge success and proved everyone wrong. This game single-handedly revived narrative-driven games.